G'day all and welcome to another Adventuring Pals Big Lap Around Australia video. In this video we are exploring Australia's largest national park, that is Kakadu National Park. It is a very special place where you can encounter some amazing wildlife and connect with the world's oldest living culture. I started off trying my luck at the barra fishing at Cahills Crossing, all the while trying to avoid being eaten by a saltwater crocodile. We also got to see and learn about some world-renowned ancient rock art. We then took part in the Kakadu Animal Tracks Safari, where we got to get very hands-on in a bush tucker experience of a lifetime. We then finished things off with a sunrise yellow water cruise where we got immersed in the wondrous wildlife of Kakadu. So join us and see what Kakadu is all about. For the first part of our stay in Kakadu, we stayed in Ubirr at the north end of the park at Kakadu Lodge. This was a great caravan park with good toilet and shower facilities, and the caravan sites were all based around a great pool with a dining and bar. So guys, finally got into Kakadu and we came into, sorry, I'm really nervous right now because we're on the banks of the East Alligator River, just downstream from Cahills Crossing. I can see one big croc on the bank. Two big ones in the water, one huge one in the water. I'm probably a bit too close. I'm gonna go back to the car and then I'll talk to you. Okay, so like I was saying, we're at the East Alligator River. We are watching crocs. The water's not even flowing over yet because it's low tide, but we are seeing so many crocodiles here in the wild. This is pretty cool.
And very scary. Scary,
yeah.
Yes.
And we're right at the boat ramp and there's like 3 crocodiles I can see just, you know, not even 50 meters from the edge of the boat ramp. It's pretty crazy. After taking a moment to enjoy the spectacle of the crocodiles below Cahills Crossing, we went up and checked out Cahills Crossing for itself, just in time to witness my brand new friends Yvonne and Brian bringing this massive barramundi past a crocodile. Oh, damn. After witnessing that, I went down and made friends with Yvonne and Brian, and I told them that I'm yet to catch a barramundi. So Brian gave me a couple of lures to try out, so I eagerly made my way down to the causeway. With my spotters keeping an eye on my back from a high vantage point, I nervously made my first cast into Cahills Crossing.
What is it? Oh, he's on. Barramundi! Woo! Yay! Yay!
We got barra, baby! Are you kidding me? And just like that, after a decade of trying, I finally landed my first barramundi with my first cast into Cahills Crossing.
Dad, suck it up here!
I can't. I'm going to put him back in the water, alright?
He's too
Good?
small.
Had a good look?
Yeah, we're good. Yeah, maybe we'll catch a big one today.
Oh god, this is so awesome.
I told you we're going to catch one, Mama. I told you we're going to catch one. Whoa!
I kept trying after this. Plenty more casts went into that crossing, but no more barramundi for me. Even without catching a fish, this is an amazing place to be, to witness the crocodiles gathering around. 30, 40, 50 crocodiles all gathered here to catch a fish. It gets even better at high tide. Now guys, fishing up the causeway is not recommended. People have been taken by crocodiles right here. Many people have lost their lives. The only reason I could confidently cast from here is because I have heaps of people up the top watching my back. Don't be dumb and don't do what I did. Guys, I'm so stoked and so happy here at Cahills Crossing. Finally came here to check it out and I caught my first barramundi. It's a little bit too small to keep, but thanks to my friends Yvonne and Brian, who gave me the lure on the first cast I caught that barra on. They also just gave us some barra fillets because they loved our kids so much. And so awesome, mate. Thanks very much, guys. We're going to go have some barra fillets tonight. And yeah, I can't believe I caught my first barra. I'm so stoked. So while you are out here checking out Cahills Crossing, make sure you pop in and check out the nearby Ubirr art sites. Ubirr's rock art is considered among the best in the world, with fine examples of X-ray painting as well as contact art from the time when indigenous people first encountered Europeans. And one of my favorites is a painting of a thylacine, aka Tasmanian tiger. We were lucky enough to join in on one of the free ranger guided tours of this site. Our guide for the evening was Tash. She is the granddaughter of Bill Nawurlandja, and he is the Kakadu man. He's an elder and a traditional owner of the land that is now Kakadu National Park, and he played a vital role in establishing the area as a national park. It's a fairly easy 1 kilometre circular walk, and it leads up to a stunning lookout over the Nadab floodplains. From this high vantage point, we could see all the way into Arnhem Land, and we saw heaps of bird life, some pigs and buffalo running around on the plains below. Time it for a sunset finish at this lookout and you won't be disappointed. And whilst we are talking about art sites, the other must-do in Kakadu is Nourlangie. Alright guys, we have come to Nourlangie Rock. There's a few art sites here we're going to check out. Pretty excited about it. Kids, not so much. They've just woken up and they're really not keen for this walk, but we're going to drag them along anyway. Hey, that's what we're here for. So let's get into it. Show you the walk, show you the art sites, and after here we've been told well, it's not really secret, but it's a cool little spot to check out the sunset. So hopefully we can do all the sides, make it back just down the road to check out the sunset from there. Excited?
Yeah, let's do this.
Excited?
I'm excited.
Righto. He's not excited. Oh. Once again, we came here when there's a scheduled free ranger tour, and as well as having an explanation of all the art, we were treated to a display of stone tools and art equipment. On the way out, we came across this little fella. Apparently he's a taipan. Cute little bugger, but deadly as well.
It's a taipan snake and it's poisonous, so please get back.
After dodging our little mate, we headed off for a sunset lookout, making it here just in time to witness another beautiful and very memorable Kakadu sunset.
Yeah, Kakadu.
Hey guys, so we're at the Bawali Visitor Centre and they run a whole bunch of free activities, tours, painting, art. So you just have to go onto the website and just register.
That's right, as well as having free ranger tours around the park, the two information centres offer activities like painting and pandanus weaving. So be sure to check out what free ranger activities are on offer when you are visiting. Now, by far, one of the best experiences we've had, not just in Kakadu, but in all of our travels around Australia, was to take part in the Kakadu Animal Tracks Safari. This experience sets off from Kakadu Lodge, where we were picked up in a very cool open-air Toyota Coaster bus by Don, who would be just one of our fantastic guides for the day. And the other is Patsy, who is the star of the show. And she would be our teacher and guide for this tour, as she has been for the last 20 years, making her one of the longest running Aboriginal guides there is. After picking up Patsy, we literally drove straight into her backyard and were greeted with an abundance of wildlife. Ducks, jabberoos, crocodiles. We spent the day driving around the buffalo farm collecting bush tucker and other objects that would help us make our own dinner for that evening. We started off by digging up for some freshwater mussels that had buried themselves in the mud to ride out the dry season. As we made our way to the floodplains of the South Alligator River, we came across a herd of buffalo. Some males butting heads, some little babies suckling on their mums. It was a fantastic experience to see these wild buffalo in their natural environment in Australia. After collecting some firewood and digging up for some chestnuts, we made our way to what would be our dinner site for the evening at the junction of the South Alligator and the Nourlangie Creek. Here we had an over 180-degree view of floodplains filled to the brim with magpie geese, barolgas, and even a big male buffalo that we had to shoo away before we could get started. We all participated and helped Don and Patsy get dinner ready for us. It was awesome to see a different type of ground oven. As being Fijian, we're used to doing a lovo or hangi style, which takes normally 3 or 4 hours, but here the food was done in just 20 minutes. As we enjoyed the sun setting and a surprise rainbow caused by an unseasonal rainstorm in the distance. For our feast, we had water buffalo, wild pork, barramundi, sweet potatoes, chestnut that we all helped dig up. Don batched up some damper, and of course, the main reason we all come here is to see the thousands upon thousands of flocking magpie geese, which we also have to eat and try out. And I tell you what, they go alright. So guys, if you're looking for a proper good bush tucker experience, I can highly recommend coming along to Kakadu Animal Tracks Safari. Not only do you get to meet and greet the animals, you get to eat them too. Oh, morning folks. It's about 5 o'clock. Super early. This is the first day of spring and our last day in Kakadu. But it's not over yet. We are here bright and early. We're going to go on and do this Yellow River cruise. Highly recommended by other people, but to us. And so it should be a good one. We're just here. It's not far from Coimbra where we're staying at the moment. So yeah, we're going to get into it. The boys are barely woken up. I'm barely awake. But yeah, hopefully it's a good one. A good one it was indeed. This was another unforgettable Kakadu experience. Watching the sunrise come up amongst all of the wildlife, it was so special. Definitely worth getting up super early for. I'm just going to roll some clips and let you guys enjoy it too. Alright guys, so we've just done the Yellow River cruise and it was epic. So awesome.
And then there was a water buffalo.
We saw a water buffalo. What else did we see?
Horse.
Horses.
Birds.
Birds. We saw so many awesome birds. Jabberoos,
Crocodiles.
brolgas,
Crocodiles.
spoonbills. Crocodiles?
Yeah.
How many crocodiles did we see?
Lots.
So many crocodiles. Don't even think about having a dip in this waterway.
No.
What
Not
else
even
did you
your
like?
toes.
Yeah, man.
And we saw
I want to.
Lilies.
lilies.
Yeah.
And
I'm gonna jump off here.
Okay. Yeah, anyway, it was awesome. Hey, highly recommended.
and don't forget the sunrise.
Dog.
Oh yeah, this, if you can do this, the first one or the last one for the day, they're the popular ones, and that's because you get the awesome lighting, and it's not as hot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Great. Must do.
must do. Anyways, we're gonna wrap it up. We'll wrap up the whole Kakadu trip a little bit later. the boys and us, we need to get some breakfast. See you in a bit. Well guys, there is of course a lot more to do in Kakadu. It is renowned for some epic waterholes, waterfalls and walks, but unfortunately due to our kids' capabilities and the extreme weather at the time, we weren't able to take part in them. So we have to leave them for another day. But thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it and got something out of it, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up and we'll catch you on the next one.